Now we're going to build on this foundation as we continue. And then it continues in verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in of it the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. So it says the feet represents the divided kingdom, brothers and sisters. Now we're going to move straight from Daniel 2 now over to Daniel 7, because the purpose of this DVD is not to get into all the nuts and bolts of these visions. What we want to do is just lay the foundation of the nations that God has given us. This is going to be the very important point that we need to bring up. Now let's turn over to Daniel, the 7th chapter. Daniel 7, we are studying the Word of God, saints. We're laying a foundation that will help us understand future prophecies that we're going to study on down the road here. Daniel, the 7th chapter. In the first year of Belteshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. In Daniel 2, it was Nebuchadnezzar that had a dream. In Daniel 7, it's Daniel himself that's having a dream. Now watch the dream that Daniel has. Look what it says. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heavens strove upon the great sea. And four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse, one from another, meaning they were different. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. So he says the first was like a lion. Now I want to go to verse 23. Verse 23 says, thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. Now let's compare verses 23 of Daniel chapter 7 with verses 40 of Daniel chapter 2. Let's compare now. This is just so we make sure that we understand what we're studying here. In Daniel 2 it says, and the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron. For as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. That's verse 40 of chapter 2. Verse 23 of chapter 7 says, thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. Nebuchadnezzar's